Once again, it's another month where I head out with the camera, all with the aim of capturing just one image, sharing an insight into my thoughts, why I capture certain compositions that I come across rather than shooting blindly, shooting whatever I see, whatever I come across. This one-shot photography project has been an enjoyable challenge so far in 2026, making me think about what it is that I'm capturing that little bit more, all with the aim of coming away with just one single photograph, no more, no less. Given that this is the 7th time that I've attempted this challenge this year to date, it's given me an opportunity to reflect. The places that I've gone out and done the one-shot photography challenge from so far are all familiar locations. They're places that I've been to many times before, and they're places that I'll visit many times in the future. And coming out and doing this challenge at these familiar places just gives me a chance to view them from a different aspect almost. Today I've made the local trip out to Riverside Country Park, a place that I've probably visited more times than anywhere else with the camera. Initially, this was a place that was a real labour of love. I'd come out here and I was never happy with the shots that I captured. Of course, that eventually changed, and it's a sign for me that persistence is key. Don't give up. Keep trying, because eventually you will be rewarded. However, with this month's version of the one-shot photography challenge, it comes with it an admission of guilt over this little project that I've been undertaking this particular year. That admission comes from the video that I put out last week, where I was talking about the balancing act of being both a YouTuber and a photographer. And these little challenges that I like to do, whether it be the one-shot photography challenge, or last year I did a couple of challenges where I went out and I focused on just using one lens. These are little fun aspects that make going out with the camera a little bit different. The trouble is, the most difficult challenge that I find when I'm putting together these videos is thinking up something different so that each and every video isn't the same thing. Me going out to a different location each week, talking through the same thing. Oh, here's an image. This is the image that I found. Let me talk you through these 3 or 4 images that I find from this one location. And the trouble is, because photography is just a hobby for me, a lot of the locations that I visit, they're places that I'll recycle each and every year. Take Bodiam Castle, for example. I love going out there with the camera. I love taking you along with me. However, when I went there at the start of the year, I thought to myself, how can I come back here again for a 3rd, 4th time and make it something different? And that's where I thought to myself, okay, I could come out somewhere like this, set myself a challenge where I take just one photo and share just one photo with you. And at the same time, I realised that by going to Bodiam Castle, by setting this one-shot photography challenge, it would give me an opportunity to as well set myself a challenge, but also focus on myself, my own photography, doing what I do as my own enjoyment. Not everything has to be on YouTube, not everything has to end up on video. It's all about that balance, like what I spoke about last week. So what this one-shot photography project has allowed me to do each and every month so far, and I'll keep doing this one-shot photography project throughout the rest of 2026, is the fact that it allows me to balance between the fact that I can come out, I can put this YouTube video together, and when that is done, once that's dusted and I'm finished, I can roll back the years, I can focus on my photography. I can go out, I can shoot whatever it is that I come across. And yes, it defeats the object of the trip out. One-shot photography, I'm out trying to find just one image. However, I don't want to forget why I love photography in the first place. And it's not necessarily putting together the YouTube videos, even though I enjoy that creative aspect. It's about coming out and shooting whatever I come across. And if I don't share the images that I shoot in the video or elsewhere, that's absolutely fine, because photography for me has always first and foremost been for me. I don't do this for anyone else. Despite everything that I've said, I don't think it diminishes this one-shot photography challenge that I've undertaken this year by any stretch of the imagination. After all, I've still got to go out, find one shot, one image to take that I share with you. No more, no less. It's about giving you an insight into how I see a composition, how I take a photo. And it doesn't mean that I can't be the photographer that I always wanted to be when I started heading out with the camera in the first place. It allows me to take a step back and remind myself why I head out with the camera in the first place. I mean, take Leeds Castle, for example, as well. That was a great trip out. Went out, stood, enjoyed a sunrise, admitted that I didn't take a photo, when in fact I did actually take a shot, but it was for me. And that's the first and foremost has to be the factor. I've got to do this for me. And at the same time, when I went to Leeds Castle, that one shot that I took, if I'm being honest, the shot that I actually did take, that I shared and talked you through, I wasn't happy with it. And I think the beauty of this one-shot photography challenge is that, of course, I can take as many photos for myself as I wish. Don't have to share them, they're taken for me. But the one shot that I do take, that I do share, that I walk you through, sometimes I can surprise even myself. As I said, these are familiar locations that I'm heading out to. So I kind of almost know what I'm going out to find. And I had a particular shot in the back of my head. It's a shot I've taken a few times at low tide. And I thought, oh, I could come out and capture it at high tide today, like what we see it is. However, I was just walking back, I was walking past this scene, I thought, you know what, this is something a little bit different. I'm gonna have to capture this shot instead, walk you through this particular scene. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm going to get the live view up. And as you can see, the sun is beautifully coming up in the distance. It's going to be a difficult one because, of course, I don't like exposure bracketing. It's a one-shot photography challenge. I've got to take one image, so I've got to make sure that I get this right. But I love this little boat just down here. You might not be able to see it with the exposure, but it's just resting, bobbing on the water ever so perfectly. And because of that motion, I know I can't take a long exposure either. If I take a long exposure, then what's going to happen is the motion of the boat is going to leave the subject all blurry. In terms of the settings, at the moment I'm at ISO 1000. We don't need to be that high given I'm on the tripod. And then if we move the shutter, it gives me a shutter of around 1/60th of a second, so I don't even need to be on the tripod, but it just allows me to make sure everything's nice and sharp. F8 with the shutter, and I'm at around 30mm with the focal length. Here though, this week, this month, is my one-shot photo.